Hello and welcome to STEM with Mr. N, where I perform different demonstrations and explain the science behind what we're seeing. This week, I'm going to show you how to pour light from a bottle and an activity combining art and the magic of science. Let's check it out. Light is a kind of energy that sometimes behaves like waves and sometimes like tiny particles. It helps us see things and comes from sources like the sun, light bulbs or screens. Light usually moves in lots of directions, up and down, side to side and everything in between, as they travel forward, usually following a straight path, but it can also seem to bend around objects. It moves easily through air, but it doesn't actually need air to travel. That's why, unlike sound, light from faraway stars can cross the vacuum of space and still reach us, even after travelling for years. A mirror can bounce a light back. We call that reflection. And when light passes from air into water or glass, it bends. This is called refraction. These effects can change the direction of light and add twists to its normally straight path. In this first activity, I'm going to show you how to combine the properties of water and light to be able to pour light from a bottle. For this activity, you will need a torch, an empty transparent bottle, aluminium foil, a dark room, and a sink or tub that's in the dark room. After filling my bottle with water, I'm going to wrap aluminium foil around it, leaving some excess foil at the bottom to be wrapped around my torch later. Then I'm going to put a tub on the carpet in this room and turn out all of the lights. I'm going to put my torch underneath my bottle, wrapping the excess aluminium foil around the torch before turning it on. The light from my torch is shining straight up onto the ceiling. Next, and still with my torch attached and shining into the bottle, I'm going to start pouring the water into my tub. You'll notice that it looks like I'm pouring a stream of light out into the tub. Rather than the light shining straight through, it is following the path of the water. But why is this happening? When I first held the water bottle straight up and shone my torch through it, the light went straight through the water and into the air, hitting the ceiling. That's because the light is hitting the water's surface head on, so it passes through really easily. But when I tip the bottle to pour the water out, something cool happens. Now the light hits the edge of the water at a small angle. Instead of going through, the light bounces off the inside of the water, kind of like it's hitting a mirror. The light keeps bouncing like this back and forth inside the stream of water. It stays trapped in the water, following it all the way down. When the water finally hits the sink or tub, the light escapes and spreads out in all directions. This is kind of like how light moves through fibre optic cables. The light keeps bouncing inside the cable until it reaches the other end, carrying information like internet or phone signals along with it. Now that we've explored normal light, albeit moving in a different way, next I'm going to explore polarised light. Polarised light is special. Instead of wiggling in all directions, the waves only move in one direction, like only side to side or only up and down. You can make light polarised by passing it through something called a polarising filter. This filter blocks all the other directions, so only light going one way gets through. Scientists use polarised light in experiments to learn about materials and how light behaves. For this activity, you will need a white screen, like on a laptop, tablet or mobile phone screen with a white background, a polarising sheet, a clear plastic sheet like from a food container lid, clear tape and a pair of scissors. First, I'm going to open a bright white page on my laptop. Then I'm going to hold the polarising sheet in front of the screen and slowly rotate the sheet. At a certain angle, the screen will look black through the sheet. Why is this happening? Light from my screen is already polarised, so the light waves go in one direction. The polarising sheet blocks light based on how it's turned. When the sheet is at a certain angle, it blocks all the light, so the screen looks black. This shows how polarised light can be filtered. Next, I'm going to show you how you can make colourful patterns by polarising the light. I'm going to take my clear piece of plastic and stick strips of clear tape on it in different directions and layers, forming a random pattern. Then I'm going to hold the taped plastic between the screen and the polarising sheet, and again I'm going to turn the polarising sheet and also turn my piece of plastic. you'll see bright, colourful patterns where the tape is. So what's happening this time? The tape changes the way light passes through. It twists or bends the polarised light. When the light hits the polarising sheet, different colours show up depending on how the light was bent. You're seeing a cool effect called birefringence, light being split into colours by stretched plastic or tape. You could try cutting your tape plastic into different shapes such as hearts, stars, etc. Layer more tape in one area to see how the colours change, or even make a light art show by slowly moving the plastic across the polarizer. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date on all future content. As always, I would like to take this opportunity to answer any science questions you have about any science topics at all. So feel free to email me at stemwithmrn@outlook.com and I'll get back to you with answers to your questions. You can subscribe to the channel by pushing the button here, and I've added links here to the other STEM demo and explanation videos I do, here to my series of STEM career interviews, and here to my brand new series on science fiction to science fact. This has been STEM with Mr. N, exploring different science tricks with light.